Alright guys, so I just want to kind of touch base with everybody real quick. So I just watched the video that David over at Hazardra Lawn Care just did, you know, in response to the video I did. And I guess the first thing I want to say, man, is dude, I'm not coming down on you or anybody that's in this part-time. You know, to me, you part-time guys, it's harder to be in this game part-time than it is full-time. Because part-time, you have to, you know, you have to always, well, you have to compartmentalize your time. So, you know, kudos to anybody and everybody that's in this game part-time, working a full-time job and in this game part-time. Is when I was talking about David in his in the video the other day or yesterday, whatever day I did it. You know, I was trying to understand what the plan is, because there's an old saying, and I know a lot of you vets out there, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And that is so true. So it's not that David's not planning or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I was asking what, you know, what is your plan? Do you plan on going full time? If you plan on going full time, you know, then you got to kind of approach everything a little bit different. You got to kind of approach things instead of, for a short-term vision, you got to approach things for a long-term vision, you know, and that's equipment and blah, 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 you know. So he went on and, you know, hey man, you know, I don't expect anybody to take all my advice, because when I was starting out, I wouldn't take anybody's advice. I listened to everybody, and that I felt like could you know, show me something or teach me something, but I had to kind of fall through my own mistakes and look at them and pivot and do it again and pivot and, you know, and learn from my mistakes. And I'm not immune to that, y'all. Hell, I make mistakes every year, every season. This damn lift might be a mistake. I know for sure the Skag was a mistake in my business. Not that the mower is a bad mower or a good mower. That's, you know, but from my business, it was a mistake. I guess the biggest thing that me and David are going to not agree on, and I don't care what anybody says, I don't care what anybody in my area says or in his area says, you know, we're going to agree to disagree on the zero-turn mower versus the tractor mowers, from every aspect. Certainly from the maintenance aspect. You know, 375 pounds to 400 pounds. You're going to have problems on those mowers with the hangers and all the time. I guarantee it. Now, and I'm not dogging the John Deere out or the tractor mowers out, just in general, but in this game, and you have to look at, and I don't want to put the man's size on blast or nothing, you know, but this is what I see. This is a contributing factor to him having more problems. I guarantee y'all, you could put a 400-pound man on one of my Exmarks, and you ain't gonna hardly notice you ain't gonna notice no difference. Now, I don't know that I've ever had a 400-pound man on that Exmark on any one of my machines, but I've had 350s on there, and it was no problem on any property. It never came to light. No hanger issues, no power issues, no nothing. Of course, you know, they're not 18 horsepower. I mean, 18 horsepower is 18 horsepower, is only going to give you 18 horsepower. You get, shoot, uh, you get 1,500 hours out of an 18 horsepower, engine. I mean, I think you're doing good in my neck of the woods. I don't know all that much about engines, but I know I can just tell you what I can give you some of the numbers on the commercial mowers that I've had, and I know they cost a lot more, but there's a reason why they cost a lot more, and not that everybody's got to get one or have one, but if you could get a used one, you're better off. But me and David we can agree to disagree on that, and that's cool. We'll see how it goes through next season and see how his business, and I hope his business prospers and grows and is everything that he wants it to be. I really do. I mean, I don't have no ill will or anything toward anybody, man, because ain't nobody paying my bills. I'm not the one that's gotta fix things on mowers and every time I turn around. I'm not the one that's got to look at the bottom line and say, damn, and no matter what anybody else does, my business is still I'm going to do business the way I want to, or the way I have grown to or evolved to do business as far as equipment and all goes. Now, in today's video, and hey man, big shout out to you, dude. Kudos, man, for holding a full-time job. And I mean, dude, you're there, dude. You're there. So one thing I wanted to say and I cannot talk about any other commercial mowers other than mine. Now, I've had the $2,000 tractor mowers in the past and everything. Now, you guys know that most of you guys know that I gave Jesse Blackfork a lawnmower. I gave him a Quest SP. It's an entry-level zero-turn mower. Now, it had a 21 horsepower Vanguard engine on it. It's a 2009 model. It went 1,800 hours, y'all, and I never changed a freaking belt on it, man. Okay? Never, not one belt. Never no hydro issues. Never changed the hydro fluid in the hydro gears. Never did nothing to it. Why, y'all? Because I didn't know no better. I thought if I paid $6,000 for a freaking lawnmower, that was all I needed. But that was okay, because it went. I'm not saying this based on what somebody told me or what other people in my area are doing. I don't care what everybody else around me is doing. I mean, if every company around here was running John Deere tractor mowers to cut grass, I'm not going to be doing it. That's the only thing I'm in control of. Or any garden tractor type mower. Number one, on a garden tractor mower, you're sitting up higher. Okay? I don't see how in the world anybody can say that they hold hills better than a zero turn. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, we can agree to disagree. But on that Quest SP that I gave Jesse Blackfork, and y'all can look at Jesse's videos, y'all can look at the video the video that I did here when Jesse Blackfork came here and I gave it to him. That mower never had one problem with it. At 1,800 hours, 1,850 hours, somewhere around in there, I dropped a new engine on it. Personally, I did it myself. And it wasn't because the old Vanguard wasn't running. It was a lot of other little things, like it wouldn't charge the battery. It had a hard time starting. It wasn't as powerful anymore. You know, so you know, I figured that shoot for I don't remember exactly what the engine costs, but yeah, I want to say $1,400 or $1,500, $1,300, under two. Uh, I put a brand new Vanguard engine on it with the harness, and with the harness to for Exmark harness on it. Okay, for everything else that, you know, for the Exmark mower. So one thing about commercial mowers that a lot of people and a lot of guys that and I'm not saying that a tractor mower can't be commercial. I guess it can, but they're so hard to work on when you compare it to a mower that is a commercial mower. And I can only speak to the Exmark mowers. So when I'm talking about commercial mowers, I'm talking about the ones that I have, because I can't really speak on any other ones. Okay, so there's that, and they are expensive, as you guys all know. But David was saying that, you know, maintenance wise, you know, for belts and spindles and pulleys, I've never I got one Exmark Laser Z 60-inch mower. Okay, I paid $8,400 for. Okay, this is fact. It's got it's the one Drew runs. It's got 2,600 hours on it, y'all. I've never put a spindle on it. Okay, never put a spindle on. Now, I did replace the engine on it. Okay, at about what, I don't know, 2,200 hours, you know, something like that. I put another engine on it. I've never replaced a spindle on it. I've never had any problems with none of the hydraulics of any kind, you know. I think, and David was saying that, you know, a Z-Turret mower is a one-trick pony. They're really not. No more than a what can you do with a tractor mower? Even the $5,000 one or whatever. What can you do with it that you can't do with a zero-turn mower? I mean, does it have a thing to hook a bush hog up with? Does it have the PTO that you can engage like a big tractor? I mean, I don't know. They might. I don't know. What else can with the zero-turn mowers I got? You can pull another mower. You can pull an aerator. You can pull, what else can you do with it? You can, they got all kind of a funky little attachments for the front of it. You can hook a blower up to it. What else they got? Bagging system. What else they got? Anything that and I don't know, I might be wrong. Anything that you can do with a tractor mower, you can do with these zero-turn mowers that I got. And, well, Ray, how do you know that? Because I've had tractor mowers. That's what I started my business with, y'all. I've had them. And I know that if I'm out there working and grinding and getting to the money during the summer, that the deck hangers constantly are bending up. And David will learn all of this, and by the end of next year, he will be done reassessed everything, I hope, if he's still in the lawn care game. Now, I knew what I was going to be doing, so I wasn't wavering around about, you know, am I going to go into, you know, the hauling game? Am I going to go into the demo game? Am I going to go into the lawn game? I was going into the lawn game, and that is where I was focused. I wasn't thinking about nothing else, because I figured if I got into the lawn game and could make a living, then I could branch off as needed, you know, with hauling and all of that. But I was going to definitely use the lawn game to generate the initial income and to get my bills on point, to make sure that I could make a living. And I didn't start actually turning a good profit. I thought I was, you know, but I didn't really actually start turning a good profit until I started buying the big well, the commercial, the Exmark mowers that you got. It all started with the Quest SP, and I've talked about that before. So, but the Quest SP, when I gave it to Jesse Black for it, I had put an engine on it. That mower at the time I gave it to Jesse Black for, he might be able to tell you if anybody can get him. He might be able to tell you. I don't know exactly how many hours were on it, but not many at all. I replaced the engine at about 1,800 hours. So, and I did that end of the year, and I just couldn't. It wouldn't run like I knew it could run. The engine was just wore out, man. It was a 20 horsepower, 21 horsepower. It just wore out. And these tractor mowers, they're certainly, these lawn tractors, they're certainly not designed to hold a 400-pound man. Okay? Not. I've never, a couple of things, I've never had to replace a seat. Now, I did have a seat shortage on my Exmarks, and y'all saw back, I did a few videos over, me getting another seat for the Exmark. But the reason why I had a seat shortage is because I put one of the seats that were on one of my Exmarks onto my Bobcat. So that created a shortage of seats. So I had to buy another seat, okay? And they're really expensive. But again, you pay for what you get. And I mean, yeah, But David, dude, I'm not thinking you're disregarding what I'm saying or disrespecting me or anything like that. I expect you to do what you're going to do, okay? I expect that, man. Because a true entrepreneur is going to do what he thinks he needs to do, okay? So there's nothing but love here, man. There's nothing but respect here, dude. I'm not, naysaying or anything like that, man. Okay, I'm just telling you what I think from my point of view at 14 years in. Now, when I was 2 years in, my point of view, I'm sure, was totally different. And I know that you were saying that in the follow-up video that you were saying the 14-foot trailer, dude, that's an expense that's justifiable. Okay. That's as soon as you understand where you want to take your business, then buying a bigger trailer is justifiable, dude. I wasn't coming down on you for that expense. I mean, that expense is the timing might not have been good for you because you've taken all these other hits and everywhere else in the business, but at the end of the day, you're gonna need a bigger damn trailer. So that's not I wasn't getting that's not one of the expenses that I was really saying a whole lot about, because y'all see the trailers I got. I mean, it's just necessary. Now, rather these mowers, these tractor mowers, make it through next season or not, well, that remains to be seen. I hope they do. But I know you said one of them was a 2005. That's a 15-year-old machine, dude. I mean, that's a pretty old machine with a with a 20 horsepower or less on it. Now, y'all know I have an Exmark Laser Z liquid cooled 72-inch mower. Big fan of the liquid cool stuff, y'all. Big fan of it, you know, but not necessary. It's not necessary, you know, to make money. You know, you don't have to have a liquid cooled engine to make money. Matter of fact, the liquid cooled engine, to me, on a zero turn mower, well, if it's not a damn diesel, then I just don't think that it's necessary. But I didn't know that when I bought that, you know. So, but when I buy equipment, I make money with it, and sometimes it takes me a little longer to get my money back than others, you know. But I still have the 72-inch mower, and nothing wrong with that mower. You know, it's just so wide and so big, you know. And I got these 60s; they're a little more nimble, you know. But every landscaper around here could have trailers loaded with garden tractors, you know, Troy built, John Deere, or whatever, and they could be making a living doing that, you know, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to base my business on what they doing, okay? I'm not. Maybe they haven't seen the light. Maybe, or maybe they have, and maybe that's the only way you can make money in your area, you know. But to me, it's probably more about them thinking they're keeping their expenses down. And in the beginning, you know, you have to keep your expenses low, you know. And in the beginning of buying a garden tractor, the expenses are low, you know, lower, you know, than the initial purchase of a you know, a $10,000 lawnmower. And David, I'm not saying go out and buy a $10,000 lawnmower. I'm saying entertain the thought of buying a $5,000 used lawnmower, used commercial mower, or $6,000, whatever you would pay for a tractor mower. I can't believe that anybody would pay, you know, $5,000 or $6,000 for a tractor mower if they're cutting grass for a living, you know. And I don't know what else a tractor mower can do. You know, a garden tractor can do that my Exmarks can't do. So somebody please school me. David kept referring to the Z-turn mowers as one-trick ponies. Well, I mean, what can a tractor mower do that one of my Exmarks can't do? I mean, I'm curious to know that. You know, a lawnmower, you know, I mean, I'm just curious to know that. I know one thing that my mowers can do that a garden tractor can't do, and that's cut grass at a fast clip and not kill your body and all that. You know, I know these mowers, you can buy these mowers, they got the electric deck lift and all that. I personally don't need all that. You know, I'm not looking to hit a button to raise the deck. I just use my foot, man. You know, the foot pedal, man. You know, so I still just, you know, I just couldn't see me running tractor mowers and making as much money as I make now, even with the expense of a zero-turn mower, because you can take on more properties, you can do them faster, your downtime is minimal. I mean, y'all saw, I mean, back to the Quest, Jesse. That Quest, I never had one iota problem out of it in 1,800 hours. Okay. I think I replaced the idler pulley one time, but I never replaced anything else on it. Never changed the fluid or nothing in it. So, you know, the myth that, you know, the maintenance on a commercial mower is, you know, is high, it is a myth. I can change the belts Now on the 60-inch mowers I got, I have had to replace a few belts, but I don't even need a tool. I can change a belt on an Exmark Lazer Z mower in 5 minutes. I've done it. Now the belts for my Exmark Lazer Z mowers, the belts cost about $70 for the deck belt. I don't know what the hydro belt costs because I've never replaced one. I don't know what the hangers cost because I've never had to fool with them. I don't know what the deck lift assembly costs because I've never had a deck lift assembly problem. And we're cutting, 90 yards a week. So, I just couldn't imagine. But I know I keep harping on that. I'm just floored by someone or anyone really believing in their heart that a tractor mower is the way to go in the lawn care business to make the most money. You're never going to get me to believe that. Never. Not ever. And yeah. But anyway, man, I hope that, I really hope that your vision for next season, I really hope you can make it through next season with those mowers, and without them having some major downtime. I mean, yeah, I really do. I don't wish bad on nobody. For all I know, I could crank up this Exmark mower right here in my garage and the engine could blow today. I'd be upset about it. But I know that if I put another engine on it, that I got 3 more seasons of solid money-making juice, True enough, I'd hate to replace the hanger. See, the thing about, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't know what. I think I heard some. I don't know if it was David or somebody else said that if the mower costs more than $4,000, it's commercial. No, man, that's not. I don't particularly agree with that. I really don't. I have to look at the quality of the mower. Is the deck a stamped deck? A mower that costs more than $4,000 is automatically commercial. It's not. To me, and this is just my opinion, a commercial mower does not have a stamped deck. Okay, that's my opinion. A commercial mower has the fabricated deck. Number one. If it does not have a fabricated deck, then I'm not going to buy it. Personally, okay, and this is coming from somebody that's got a lot of experience in buying mowers. There was a time when I didn't know no better, and I would buy the ones because I look at the number, what it costs, and that's all that really mattered. Well, that matters now, but not as much as it used to. Another thing I look at to determine if a mower is commercial. And I'm just talking about 0-turn mowers, is commercial, is the foot pedal. If it don't have a foot pedal to pick the deck up and down, it ain't commercial to me. I'm talking about a 0-turn mower. If it don't have, if it ain't 25 horsepower, 24 horsepower minimum, it ain't a commercial mower to me. Y'all know what, yeah, and it's not, especially if you put all 3 of those together. Like the Quest SP mower that I gave Jesse, this is an entry-level commercial. It had the fabricated deck, it had the foot pedal, but it had a 21 horsepower Vanguard engine. Now it's a given that all the engines on any commercial machine is a twin cylinder. That's a given. We don't even have to say that. So yeah, but I really, am glad that you watched the video, David. I'm glad that you took some of the constructive criticism and looked in the mirror and saw where you could have maybe saved a few dollars here and there. And you're right about the oil changes on the truck now. I know. The reason why I do the oil changes on my truck, it ain't about the monetary money that I'm saving from the oil change place. It's about the timing. Because if they can't do my oil change when I have time, and most of the time they can't, then it don't get done. So that's when I do it. It's about, and for me, that saves me money because I'm able to do the oil change on a rainy day instead of having to take it to a shop on a pretty day. So that kind of frees up my, it makes me productive even on a day when I'm not making money. And true enough, it's hard to get an oil changed for what some of these oil change specials are. I agree with that, dude. I know, and every time this ain't no lie, y'all, every time I change the oil in any of my trucks, and I come in the house and I got oil dripping all down my freaking arm, and just because I just hate that. I tell my wife, I ain't never gonna do that again. I'm just gonna take it to the shop. But then when the next time comes around, the shop can't do it when I need them to. They can only do it when they can, and I get that, they're in business. Then I have to do it myself, so I can be in charge of my timing on everything. I can't be, sitting at the damn oil change shop on a pretty day, got two guys in the truck and talking about, waiting an hour to change oil. Not that it takes that long, but it'll eat the hell out of an hour. Things that I told you are things that I would tell anybody that asks me. Okay, and I may be off a little bit on some of that, but I'm not off on where it's coming from, if that makes any sense. I'm coming from a good place, and it may come off a little hardcore, but that's just my nature, man. I don't really know how else to be. So it's great that you can look at these things and see things that are wrong, see things that you can do better and grow from that. That's the true entrepreneurial spirit. And that's important, man. I mean, if you don't have that, then the mower situation and the financial situation, all that stuff will play itself out. I don't know if you can make it through next season without any major mower problems. I have no idea. But if you think you can, then nobody's really more qualified than you on your business and what your plans are. So I hope for the best for you, and I'll be watching. I'm not ever too good to answer a question from anybody, any of my subscribers. I'm not one of these sitting high on a pedestal YouTube guys that think they're better than everybody else. I'm just trying to give back a little bit, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm not, I am who I am, man. And I made it this far in the game, and I still got a long ways to go by learning from my mistakes and by learning what equipment to buy from my particular business. Now, David, you can't look at everybody around you, the lawn care guys around you, and say to yourself, well, since they're running all tractor mowers, that's what I'll do. What are their numbers? How long have they been doing this? Because around here, There are plenty of guys that run garden tractors. There are, you know, but they're not doing it on a scale, you know, that's really making really good money, you know, and that's okay. That's what they want to do. That's fine, you know. My opinions and all are based on this on the assumption that you're trying to grow and scale your business at the same time, you know. I see guys around here all the time, man. It ain't no lying. I'm no better than them, and they're no better than me, and I'm no worse than them, and the same with them. You know, they got, you know, a couple of tractor mowers on their trailer. They got an old beat up truck. Nothing wrong with that. I have had a many of them, and they don't invest in their business because they don't want to do any more business than what they're doing now. You know, nothing wrong with that, man. You know, just my video the other day, was based on the assumption that you're trying to scale and grow, you know, and keep the expenses to a minimum, you know. So, with that being said, I hope nothing for the best for you, buddy. And I'll be watching, man, because I'd like to see how them mowers hang through next season, man. And don't let one of them break down, man, because Ray's going to be damn, I told you so. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And, yeah, let's get ready for the new year, y'all. Peace out.